weeks of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Thomas on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
For the first time with Kareem Hunt. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Big hole to the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he completes it to Hunt. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Kareem Hunt.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big game downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short game.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
Complete.
Couple of third-year guys, couple of Pro Bowlers. Jackson to Andrews for the Ravens first.
Baltimore.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. To throw again is Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Down to the 25. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Brandon Graham with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
A 50-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 32-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Boston Scott, his first carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's brought down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Double dog. That's the way. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Let's go, D.
On 2nd down now. It's Sanders, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he connects with Ertz. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Into the red zone. Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
By the Ravens.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Dances by him. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Kareem Hunt, the ball.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And here's Jackson on the option. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. And now Jackson will look to throw it to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind, you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. DeAnthony Thomas will return it for Baltimore. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line. They hear a few words from his head coach on that decision. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 91 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. So from back deep in their own territory, all the way into the end zone. You think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
38-yard line.
Get out the field, defense. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Wentz now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends.
They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Do what we do. Do what we do.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 3 yards the gain there. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From midfield, here's Wentz. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 52. Block 52. 52's the mic. Let's go, D. Let's go. 5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Sunday. D. Tighten up.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a second down.
2nd and 2 at the 13-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
And the route is on here in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
And that's a sight familiar to Ravens fans. Matthew Judon, a 2019 Pro Bowler. He led the Ravens with a career-high 9.5 sacks in 2019.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Man open, it's Goodwin. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Caught by the tight end Hurts. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's good.
A couple of nice plays right in a row, and it's an Eagle 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On 2nd down, it's Scott. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Hurts sets up to throw it. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. No free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, it's Hunt, and he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 16 yards on that one at a Raven 1st.
A Raven 1st down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On the counter, Hunt. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Baltimore.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
They'll run here with Ingram. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
At their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
The Ravens had a big season in 2019, but we're still looking to strengthen their pass rush. And they bring in Calais Campbell, a 5-time Pro Bowler, and he was acquired for the low cost of a 5th-round draft pick. 31.5 sacks his last 3 years. He's been to 2 NFC Championship games and a Super Bowl. He wants to carry the Ravens back to the Super Bowl with him.
And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Scott. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Scott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Down and 12.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Hurts to throw. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. And the lead drops from 34 to 27. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Here's Hunt. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's 3rd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They'll run on 1st down. Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. Fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
So out comes the field goal team once more.
The field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over first and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Second down, here's Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On first down, Hurts. He's going to let it fly. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. And they will take a knee here.
you can sell that seed.
Today's final
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-4.